Well, the How to Play series continues now with one of my favourite ever songs, Slash's Back from Cali featuring Miles Kennedy. This was one of their early collaborations where they kind of hooked up before they became the Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators Experience. This one is very difficult. It took me an age to work out how to do this tab for you, so I'll put it over the top. It's got a lot of finger picking to start with on this right hand, which can be very difficult, and I'll teach you Slash's trick where he holds the pick like this and then kind of deposits it suddenly and stealthily underneath his hand like that in order to get the finger picking. But this is the main riff anyway, which I'll give you a flavour of, and then I'll teach you how to play it. Knock your volume back just a tiny fraction here. If it's on 10 normally for your finger pickup, knock it back to 9 perhaps. So let's get into it. So, to begin with, you'd normally have your guitar set with everything maximum, or at least I do if you're playing rock. You want to knock back this volume of your finger pickup, the one that's closest to your fingers, just to 9, maybe 8.5, something like that, just to keep it nice and contained. And you're going to start finger picking, but with the pick, you're going to hold it exactly like this, between your first 2 fingers, like that. See? That's how Slash sneakily hides his pick when he's doing finger picking like that. So he'll have it in this normal pick position here, picking away. And then he'll do this little sneaky move where he deposits it there. You can't even see it, it's like a magic trick, and it's hiding underneath. That means that you're free to use your fingers to pick, which we will need for this beginning intro. You start off with this B power chord. You can see on the tab I've put the fingers to use, so T is thumb, 1 is the first finger, 2 is the second finger, of which actual strings to pluck yourself. So we'll play the riff for you. This is the most important move now. This first finger moves over. I'll try and give you the shape of it like that. That's what Slash does to kind of set up this whole riff. Little hammer on. This was the bit that was hardest to work out when I was listening to the record and watching about 1 million live performances. The second finger covers the 3rd fret on your B string. And then you're going back over just the 2 strings. This is just a 2-string pick here. Hammer on. Slide it down here. Again, just the thumb and the first finger doing your actual picking. Then you've got this really cool shape here. So it's hammer on with the thumb, 1 and 2 on your fingers being used here. Now, in the acoustic version, and nowadays, Slash will play it like this, which you're welcome to do if you like, but I'm going for the record version here. That riff comes round again the second time, so I'll just go it through for you a second time round. Here we go. This second time round, it's actually a very I thought it was this originally, but the way Slash plays it is as if you're going into that shape you do before, but you only pick the second finger with the thumb and the top 2 with your second and third fingers here. Gives it that really open sound, which is a very nice arranging of the chord. So just one more time. See how open that sounds? And it goes round again. So you turn up your volume to full, and then also with your pick hand, grab that pick out and put it into your main playing position now, because it's going to get loud. So this next riff is definitely one of the most fun bits of the song to play. This is what I would describe as like an epic hard rock riff. So here we go. This is how Slash does the main bit. So this is actually surprisingly complicated to play as well. It took me ages to work it out. You've got your power chord, which he plays in this instance with the first and fourth finger. It does change later on, so bear that in mind. Take out the first finger, both open. And then this is the weird one. This is the sort of E-shaped power chord, but just these two notes. And down for the E in the original position, which I couldn't understand why he would do it, but I worked out at the end it's because it rings out more loudly. And then this is played all down picks. So open, 2 and 4 hammered. Now this is, again, what I would describe as a massive fudge on the record. It's a sort of E power chord like this, but you really only hear Slash playing this note, and mostly it's just a sort of mess. So quick move over to a D. If you watch him play it live, it's more like... Sometimes he doesn't play this open string, it's just, I've noted that on the tab where the changes are. So then we go back into the finger picking section here, which you have to kind of try and turn the volume down very quickly again. So I'll show you how I do it. Quickly come down for it and then put that pick back in, hide it underneath here, back into the finger picking section here. Turn it up, and I've marked in the tab where you need to turn it up again. This is a kind of a breakdown here, so once you've turned up that volume, it goes into this epic kind of power chord heavy section. Again, that second time you'll notice there wasn't the open string that there has been previously. It keeps going again, so you've got another 2 more times round. Sometimes you'll hear as well when it's coming round again, just for variety's sake, you might get a little... like a sort of down up quick, just to bring it round to the turnaround. That's kind of what Slash does, just to keep it interesting when you're playing it live so many times round. We're on to page 2 of the tab now. So this is that G with this arrangement of fingers, so you want to keep the 3rd and 4th finger on those top 2 strings there. There's a few plays of it, a few picks. Now you notice I've played it all with the 1st and 4th fingers there, which is what we've done previously in the video, but actually this time, and I always forget this, so it's a good note for you, you don't play it this time round, you actually do your 1st and 3rd finger, and the reason will become extremely apparent in a second. So, G, because you're about to slide up to this 7th fret here, and you're going to play a sort of half bar chord. And the reason you want that 3rd finger in position off your power chord because you're already nicely set up to do that slide down. So I'll play it for you. It comes around a few times. So. So you do the power chords that lead into the solo here. Play this on with just a 1 and a 3. So you're about to hit the solo here with this. The way Slash plays this is with the third finger bending away from you, which is unusual. Normally you're sort of tempted to bend towards you with 2 fingers maybe, but he grabs both strings on this 9th fret, pull away the G and the B string, and then also huge vibrato, almost as much as you've got really. And then it's all doubled strings. And then you come across for this note. It's a single note. Doubled here. Switch down. Now this is a weird one. 2nd finger. I wonder why he was playing it with that when I watched it live, but it's because it makes it easier to slide up. Slide up to this G sharp, bend the D up to the. And up here, if you've got fat hands like me, you can't play this like you normally would. It doesn't work, so you've got to use the 2nd finger, which is what Slash does incidentally, although I don't think he's got fat hands. Use your 2nd finger to bend. In that arrangement, and then it slides down like this. You've got a little improvisation section here, because the record doesn't do anything, but you can kind of do as you see fit really. Slash does very often live play things like. Whatever you want, and then it's full volume back into the main riff, which comes around quite a few times now. We're on to the outro section of the song, which is very simple, so we'll just keep it within this video because it just follows on. Then we're into the final outro section here, which is quite a complicated little pattern, which I'm definitely going to get wrong, but it sounds like this. Switch over to this higher one. Back over to this. To the very, very last section, which is this G chord here. It does some kind of hitting of the top of the neck here, if you want to kind of replicate the record. And that's kind of it. Sometimes on the very end of a live, Slash will go, which is quite a fun one to play as well. So that's it. That's our Back from Cali Slash video featuring Myles Kennedy on the vocals, who I think is just amazing. Really tough one to play. A little bit of finger picking in there and some very quick moves and changes with the volume. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching this one. We'll do some more. If you want to hear more Slash, let me know in the comments, or if there's another artist that you want me to do a video about, just let me know and I will get it for you. But do subscribe. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you on the next video.